Hello and welcome to the online core competencies class offered here at Newcastle School of Trades. I am Mrs. Brest. I will be your instructor for this online class this quarter. Just wanted to take a minute to introduce myself to you and give you kind of an idea of where everything is located in the class, where you can find everything. That way you're a little more comfortable on how to find everything in the class. First thing we're going to do is we're going to scroll down here to the course resources start here section. If you notice this box right here, in that box is my name. Underneath that is listed my email address. That will be the email address that you will use to contact me this quarter. And email will be our primary source of communication throughout the quarter, so make sure you are getting into your school emails and checking those emails on a regular basis, because that is how we will communicate, and I will be sending out multiple emails to you throughout the quarter with different notifications and different things. So make sure you do check your emails regularly. Next, we're going to scroll down to the next section underneath that, this section right here. In that section there is the link for the core competencies syllabus for the class. Make sure you open that up, take some time to look that over and review it very carefully, because there's a lot of important information about the class in there, so you're going to want to make sure that you do know that information. Next, underneath that is the class schedule. I also sent that out to you in an email, so you have that in your email as well. In that, when you open that, it's going to have the chart of the breakdown of the class. That'll show your due dates for everything, because the class is going to be divided up into 10-week sections. Each week will have an open date and a close date. The close date is your end date, will be your due date. That's when it's due. Everything will be also listed down here as well under each week on the topic. The top bar there also has your dates listed there as well. So there's 3 different places that you can find your due dates, so there shouldn't be any confusion of when something will be due. Make sure you keep track of those and you are aware of when things are due. As this is an online class, and online classes do take a little more focus and dedication, so make sure that you are logging into the class on a regular basis, that you are getting your assignments completed on a regular basis and turning them in on time. And also, if you have any questions or concerns, that you do contact me immediately. That way we can get any issues or questions answered or resolved immediately. All right, so let's take some time and scroll down through here and look at the layout of the class. So you'll be beginning in week 1. For the first 5 weeks of this class, you're going to be working on the Pacific Institute program. This program, you're going to have units instead of chapters. They call them units. For week 1, you're going to have 3 units here. Most of the weeks you'll have 3 units per week. Each unit, so here's unit 1, and then 2, and then 3 listed below there. So each unit has a lesson plan in here. So if you look right here, this is your book, considered your book. So you will open that up, and if you scroll down at the bottom here, there's going to be a little arrow. So there's not just the first page. Make sure you pay attention to this. There's a little arrow that you'll click on to go to the next page. There'll be several pages for each unit. Each unit has some reading and some videos. The videos usually are only a couple minutes long. They're not real lengthy videos. So if you hit the next page, it's going to have a couple pages worth of videos there for you to watch as well. So make sure you go through each page of the lesson first. Let's go back to the main page. And then when you're done with the lesson, then you're going to come up here, and then each unit will have a quiz or an assignment due. So right here, this one has a quiz, the video self-check, that's considered a quiz. So you'll click on that and you'll go in there and complete that. And then also you will have each week a discussion forum. So right there's a discussion forum for this week. So now with that, the discussion forum, what you're going to do is you'll go in and click on that. There'll be a question, a different question each week. You're going to answer the question with your response, your initial post. And then you'll come back, wait for some other students to reply, and then you'll come back and reply to at least once or twice to other students in the class. So it's kind of like a in-class discussion. And that is graded, so make sure you do get in there and complete that, as well as your quizzes and your assignments. All right, so you'll do that for 5 weeks. So I'm going to scroll down here. There are about 14 units that we'll cover here. So in week 5, we have 2 units. Units 13 and 14 finishes that up. Also in week 5, we are going to, this right here, do a DISC assessment when we get into week 5. I'll be sending that out through email. So when we get closer to that time, I'll be sending that out. You'll have a couple emails. One just giving you a description of what it is, what the purpose of it is, and then another email with the actual link that you'll click on to go in and complete that. Then when you complete that, then you're going to come back here, watch a video, whichever disc it said you were, and then you'll also do a discussion forum here for that. So you'll complete that in week 5, but we'll worry about that when we get to week 5. I'll go into further detail on that. Week 6, we'll be switching over to your basic math portion of the class, and you'll cover that in week 6 through 10. That'll be in your Pearson math book, and it's basic math. So your week 6, we start out in chapter 1. There's 4 sections in chapter 1. It covers your basic arithmetic of whole numbers. So we'll be doing addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Each week you will find your textbook reading right here. There's videos listed for each section as well. Make sure you watch those videos. You're going to have homework assignments. Here's your assignments for that. So there's homework assignments for each section of chapter 1. You'll go in and complete those. With the homework assignments, it is set so that you can complete those assignments as many times as you need for practice or to increase your score. So if you miss something, you can go back and redo it again to get a better score on it. They're set so that way so that you can practice over and over again. That way it prepares you for the test, and that way it lets you to gain a better concept of the math. So then when you're done with those, then you'll go in and complete the test, which will be located right here, and there'll be a homework and tests for each week. So make sure you complete those. Now with the test, it's not set up like the homework. You only get 1 try at the test. So make sure that you are ready before you go in to complete that test. And another thing I want to show you is that once you do open the link for the test, your test will be listed up here when it is there. It's not there now because it's not open yet. So it's hidden right now. But once it is open, it will show up there at the top, and that's where you'll go to click on it to complete it. These down here are not your test. These are just these MR connections, test 1, 2, 3, and so on. Those are just set up for practice and to help build a study plan for you, to help you practice and make sure you're ready to go in and take the test, so you can just use them for practice purposes. They do not count towards your grade, though. So if you complete them, they're not going to increase your grade or anything. It's just for you to be able to practice. And it does let you know that right here, that is not your test, that it does not go towards your grade. So just make sure that when you go in to take the test that you're not clicking on those down there below, because that's not going to count towards your test score. They're just set up for practice purposes. All right. Now, let's go. And you'll do that for the last 5 weeks. So we'll cover 5 weeks of math. And then we'll finish up in week 10. And you'll be in chapter 4 then. All right, so that is the layout of the class. I just wanted to go over all that with you. If you have any questions, again, please contact me through email immediately. That way I can reply back to you. I usually check my emails pretty regularly and reply back to you within a reasonable amount of time, fairly quickly. So again, I just want to wish you good luck in this class this quarter. And make sure you are getting in here each week and completing your stuff on time. All right, good luck to you.